Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to jump into another custom boutique blend, and we're going to get into another blend from Emerson Southern Forged. This is a Vaper and it's called Gairloch, and it is, according to his thing, it's green label, so it's a Vaper. Love the name on this one. And Jim, if you could comment down below, but I'm going to bet or put my nickel on this was named after a village or town in Scotland. I could be wrong, but that the L-O-C-H in there, I'm thinking Loch Ness, the locks of Scotland. That's what I'm thinking. I'm smoking out of my Blakemar Briar today. Fitting pipe from England, smoking this wonderful blend. Oh, and I got me a nice big cup of coffee. Really been into my coffee. I've been doing these crazy pour over coffees. Get these from a coffee shop down in Pittsburgh. So I've stepped out of the instant realm into some better coffee. And I'll tell you what, we'll talk about it in a little bit about a podcast I've been listening to. But I truly believe that the blend with a good strong coffee, it's amazing how they go together. Anyway, this blend, this was in my initial series, buying with Jim from Emerson Southern Forged, excuse me. Got my book. So Emerson Southern Forged Gairloch, and I love these jars. If you guys are on the fence about getting anything from Jim, 100%, jump in and go for it. Message him if you're curious about blends or anything. If you don't want to press, if you want to press, or you just want to chat and be like, hey, I'm a little nervous about your blends or your descriptions, he'll message you back, he'll email you, and he's a great guy, and his blends top notch. So this one I got in my initial buy, and it's just the tin note on this. I wrote down, and this is in my book, I was getting that sweet smell. Now, a lot of people say it, but the Virginians, they give you that sweet smell. I was getting apples. Right there, I'm getting apples. And I have a food dehydrator, and I do like to dehydrate stuff. We've been getting into it lately. That's how we made some chili powders and stuff. We had a bunch of apples, and I made some homemade apple chips with nothing on them, just apples. Well, a little lemon juice, so they don't brown, but man, that's it. You dehydrate apples for a day or two, and your kitchen will smell like this. Oh my goodness. I was getting dried fruit. I was getting dates, and actually the dates, that comes from my daughter. I always have my daughter's 19. She doesn't smoke. I think, yeah, she vapes. But I always get her to smell the tobaccos I get, and she always wants to. And she says, a lot of them smell the same, but this one, she was getting dates. A lot of them, she doesn't get that. But I sat here, I've smoked a lot of this blend. I'm going to be honest. And I have sat there smoking this blend night after night, just getting into the aroma. And more about the book. I said the color, it is light to dark browns with some blacks. The cut, I bought it in a pressed plug. And I will talk about podcasts he's been on, he really likes to press his plug or his tobaccos into plugs because he says it definitely helps the aging process. I kind of agree after smoking a lot of these. But if you really don't want it pressed, if you don't like plugs and you're totally against it, if you message him, like I said, and say, I really want to try that, but can you just do it in a loose cut ribbon? More than likely, he's going to do it for you unless it's a certain specific thing for him. This is listed as a Vaper. My first smoke, I was smoking out of my Big Ben large billiard. I had a coffee and my teeth was out. And I gave it 5 minutes of dry time, which is basically what I did today. I let it dry while I was making my coffee. My first take, spicy on the char light. I said, I was surprised. And, before I get into that a little more, I have my list. Gairloch, because I really want to tell you what's in this. There's 2 mature red Virginias, red and black Cavendish. And he does talk about red Cavendish in one of his blending videos, which I never knew this, and it was pretty interesting. Bright Virginia, dark burley, Perique, and Turkish ribbon. His blends are balanced to a point with all these different ingredients. And I know there's some big box ones, and they're famous for something or other. And a lot of them are just 1 or 2. The way he adds these, he calls them nuanced blends. This isn't 92% matured red Virginias and then like a percent of this, percent of this, percent of this. He's even across the board, and I think that's what makes his blend so smooth compared to other blends, compared to blends that I've blended at home, where I'm like, I'm going to buy some blending tobaccos, and I do it. They're smokable. I had a couple that weren't, ended up in the trash, but they're smokable, but they're not balanced. They're not smooth. You can definitely tell I added a whole bunch of one thing over the other. But I definitely wanted to get that out what that was. Excuse me. Now, when I'm not talking, making a video, I get my char light going, and usually 1 or 2, and this is burning to the bottom. And this blend burns clean to white ash. Nothing's left in the bottom. On to my first take. Like I said, I had a spicy char light, and I said I was surprised. Now, here we go. I said, so I'm not too into vapors like some people. Don't anybody freak out. It's like really burly forward blends. I don't like really burly forward blends. I don't like Haunted Bookshop. I don't like a lot of the burly flake blends. I don't like the super, super strong burly blends. And sometimes a dark fired Kentucky, it gets a little too much for me, for my palate. It's just not me. But there's blends that have like cube cut burley in it, or they have burley mixed in at that nice level that I really enjoyed. I can kind of pick it up, and it doesn't give me that cigarette taste that most burleys do. Now, vapors. I know people, they love vapors. My buddy Terry, he's a vapor man. It's what he smokes. I can appreciate them. I enjoy them. I have probably 30 different vapors that I smoke through. Some are better than the others. A lot of them I have sitting on the shelf. I want them to age. I want to see how good they're going to get. So, like I said, I'm not into vapors like some, but I do like them. I said I do enjoy them, but not as much as others. I said this blend has a great balance of components. I said I was getting a little bit of a burly aftertaste, but it was good. It wasn't that overbearing burliness. I said the Cavendish is subtle, but it's in there. Let's pick up a little bit of that Cavendish. I like Cavendish. I said a nice sweetness from the Virginias and no bite at all. I said the proper amount of Perique is in this blend, mixed in perfectly. You get that little bit of spiciness to it. I said further down in the aftertaste is a sweet dried fruit and a bread aftertaste. I said it's very nice. Smoked it on another day. I said, wow, this is a great vapor. I said I would really like to put a couple years of age on this blend. Another day, I said it's going great with a mug of coffee. I was getting a little bit of retrohale burn. That's on me. That's just my kind of chemical makeup. And I said, this is a great vapor. The more I smoke it, the very much more I enjoy it. Wow, I know how to write, don't I? As I kept smoking it and smoking more bowls, it just kept getting to me more and more. And this is why a couple people have asked me, these takes are never the first bowl I've ever had of this blend. Not at all. Because I get blends in the first bowl I have, I don't know. I'm kind of getting my feet wet with it. This is one of them blends. The more I smoke this blend, the more I crave this blend. The more I thought, man, This has really got something to it. This is definitely a vapor I can get behind. And as I smoked this blend, this is about my 400th take making this video, because I was pretty excited to talk about this blend, because this is one of the, it was a sleeper for me. It really came out of nowhere. And at first, I did my other take last week on Port Marion, and that's one of his best sellers, and people love it. My buddy Terry loves it. I thought it was okay. It was good, but it didn't hit me like, man, this is awesome. This one hits me. It's freaking awesome. This blend right here, I think Gairloch, to me, so far out of the vapors from Emerson Southern Forged that I've smoked, this one tops my list. And it smokes great out of all my pipes, even some of my smaller pipes if I want a quick smoke in the morning. And this pipe, it smokes super out of. The flavor is great from the top to the bottom. And if you're inexperienced pipe smoker, newer pipe smoker, if you pack up a bowl of Gairloch, you're going to get a flavor on your char light. You're going to get a flavor at your top. And as you smoke it, that flavor is going to twist and turn and go this way and go this way. I know people make fun of my mannerisms, but it's the truth. And by the time you get to the bottom of the bowl, when you're just about ready to ash out, you'll have this deep, beautifully sweet flavor to me. And I think it's awesome. And so far as vapors go, from other companies, from Jim, from everybody, this is probably my top one I've smoked. So from the bench today, I'm giving Gairloch 4 matchsticks, because this is one I'm going to smoke on this jar. I want to get a couple more jars. I want to put them in the cellar, because like I said in my last video, I think the Emerson Southern Forged blends, after they age for a while, in 2 years, people are going to be clamoring for some 2023 Gairloch or Port Marion or Papelwick. Trust me, if you guys are watching this, go to Emerson Southern Forge. I'll leave all his information down below in the bucket. You can contact him through Instagram. Start picking these blends up. And me and him were chatting. He's making a blend for me. If you guys didn't see that video, go to his YouTube channel, because holy cow, he's making a video from. How cool is that? That video is on his channel of him making it and him taking it out of the press. And there's other ones where he talks about blending. And what I was going to talk about, he was on the Pipe and Tamper podcast on Sunday, and I didn't get to watch or listen to it until today. Got other things going on. I wish I would send a question in, because, well, I had better questions than some of the people sent in. But hey, go to Pipe and Tamper. I'll leave their description down below. You can either watch it on YouTube or listen to it on any of your podcast forums. This blend, it snuck up on me. Oh, yeah. Like I said, I don't know why, Point Marion, I keep saying Point, because where I live in Western Pennsylvania, in West Virginia, is Point Marion, which isn't too far from grandparents' house. But Port Marion, it was good. It was all right. A little too much dark fired in there for me personally. But if you want to experience, to me, I think the best vapor out there so far, grab some Gairloch. You won't be disappointed. And Jim, mix up some more. Start putting some of your blends in your personal cellar, and you can pull them out and write reserved on them in a few years. And how good are they going to be? Wow. Woo, I'm knocking things over. Okay, well, hey, also, I was going to talk about, Jim was on, and I talked about it in the other video, but just in case you didn't see the other video, he does a split screen interview with Parsimonious Piper, where Ethan's interviewing him, and they talk about blending and how he got there. The Pipe and Tamper podcast is out. Give that a listen. Give that a watch. Jim is also on that, and he has his own YouTube channel, Emerson Southern Forged. I'll leave a link to all that stuff down below in the bucket. But give them a try. Check it out. And this is one of my, I can look over at my other screen. Geez, I'm going to be pushing around 15 minutes on this. I can't get people to watch a 5-minute video. You guys are going to watch a 15-minute video. But if you have made it this long, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share the video around. Tell people about Noah's goofy little channel. Got some gardening stuff coming out. Got some seeds started right behind you guys. You can't see. They're under light. The seedlings are about that big. But this blend was great. So far, it's one of my favorites from Emerson Southern Forged. But I'm going to finish this bowl. I have my cup of coffee. And I'm probably going to listen to a podcast. I say that every time. And it's actually truth. Hey, I'm Noah. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.